Let's move on to Introduction to Text File Handling in Python. File handling is a crucial aspect of programming that allows you to read from and write to files on your computer. In Python, handling text files is straightforward and intuitive, making it an excellent choice for beginners. This lesson will guide you through the processes of reading from and writing to text files using practical examples to solidify your understanding. Don't worry if this feels new at first. Now we're on understanding text files. A text file is a file that contains human-readable characters, typically organized in lines. Common text file extensions include .txt, .csv, and .log. In Python, you can manipulate these files using built-in functions that allow you to open, read, write, and close files. Now, opening and closing files. Before you can read from or write to a file, you need to open it using the open function. After you finish working with the file, it's important to close it to free up system resources. Here's how you do it. I'll let you read the examples on screen rather than reading every line aloud. The open function takes two parameters: the file name and the mode. The mode can be first, R, read mode, default. Also, W, write mode, overwrites the file. Also, I, append mode, adds to the end of the file. Finally, R+, read and write mode. This section covers reading from text files. Once a file is opened in read mode, you can read its contents using various methods. First, read, reads the entire file. Also, readline, reads a single line from the file. Finally, readlines, reads all lines and returns them as a list. Here is an example of reading a text file. I'll let you read the examples on screen rather than reading every line aloud. This code opens a file named example.txt, reads its entire content, and prints it to the console. Let's move on to writing to text files. To write to a text file, you need to open it in write mode. If the file doesn't exist, Python will create it. Here's how to write text to a file. See the example. On this slide, pause if you want to study the details. In this example, we open example.txt in write mode and add 2 lines of text. The \n is used to create a new line in the text file. This section covers appending to text files. If you want to add content to an existing file without overwriting it, you can open the file. In append mode, the samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. This code opens the same example.txt file in append mode and adds a new line at the end of the file. In this lesson, you learned how to first, open and close text files using Python. Also, read from text files using various methods. Finally, write to text files, either by creating new content or appending to existing content. These fundamental skills are vital for working with data in Python and will serve as a foundation for more advanced topics. Alright, your turn. Give this a try. First, create a text file and write your name and favorite hobby to it. Also, read the contents of the file you created and print them to the console. Also, append a new line with your favorite programming language to the file. Finally, use the readlines method to read all lines from the file and print them one by one.